There is a lot going on in Raid Shadow Legends at the moment. The whole bastion is red. It looks like Diablo. The Chaos Awakes event is live. It has a lot going on. You have the Coalition event. But most importantly, for this weekend, we have the Summon Rush event for the Dwarf Legendary Champion. But as part of this Summon Rush event, on the progressive chance, we have one of the best champions in the game up for grasp. Let's see if I can pull that champion on my shard pulls. Hey guys, SMZ here, we're back playing Raid Shadow Legends. And guys, the champion that I am talking about is none other than the Sylvan Watcher champion, which is FIRROL. Where are you, FIRROL? FIRROL, there he is. FIRROL the Barcom, one of the best champions in the game, mostly because of his passive, because he is basically a well-built protection set in itself, and you can add on protection set on top of that. He can provide increased resistance, perfect veil. He can provide decreased accuracy, block buffs. One of the best champions in the game for longer fights like the Chimera and like Hydra. So I'm really looking forward to getting him. I have some shards saved up. Let's see if I can pull them. Let's jump into it. There's a free champion that you can get by using the link in my description. That is Narma the Return, a great champion to battle the Demon Lord. And you can get her alongside other crazy good epic champions like Anax, like Uugo, and like Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. How to get these champions for free? Here's how to do it. You go into your Plarium Play and log out of your current account. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email address. Download the game and then play the tutorial, and you will find Narma sitting there chilling in your inbox. And you can get all of these crazy good epic champions as you progress through the game. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Click the link in the description and get these cool champions. Alright, so we have the fusion, which is live, which is the fusion for Tholin, this dwarf right here. Tholin Foulbeard, and this is the first weekend, which means that there is a Summon Rush event going on. And for the Summon Rush, I want to pull my shards today, and let's see what we can get. So we have the rare sitting at 3500 points. That is the equivalent of getting, or rather pulling 7 sacreds. But ideally I want to get to the epic as well. That means that I can skip 4 events, and that epic is quite high, but usually it is around that point, 6100 or 6300 sometimes. So that's about 12, not, is it 12? Yeah, 12 sacreds, and a bet. I have 9 sacreds lying around, so we'll see. We'll pull some sacreds and maybe we pull some voids as well. Let's see. So any champions that I'm looking for from the progressive chance event? Let's have a look. So this is one of the new champions, Grakos turned. From what I've seen previously, his kit is not the strongest, but he looks so cool. He's one of the champions I don't want because of his kit. I just want him because of how cool he looks. This is like Fire Dragon, crazy good looking Fire Dragon. He has this weird eye in the middle, the Eye of Siroth kind of. He has these mandible claws at the back, and he has these sights, 2 sights in his hands. Crazy. All right, what's his kit like? Single target, ignored 25% defense. We don't know how hard he hits. AoE 2 times. Decreased defense and block buffs, which is quite nice for the Hydra, even for the Chimera. Increased defense on all allies, block damage on all allies for 1 turn. That's also nice. I'm thinking Chimera champ. The increased defense allows you to do one of the trials on the lion form. In block damage is great for the ram form, and then block buffs is needed for the viper. Defense down is needed also for the ram form. So a lot of utility I can already see in the Chimera. His passive ally has more than 50% HP and is under any buffs placed by the champion. Ally deals more damage. Okay, that's also a decent passive to have. If an ally has less than 50% HP and is attacked by an enemy under any debuffs, that ally receives 10% less damage. That's also pretty great for the Chimera. So he looks like a pretty decent Chimera champ, and the fact that he is an HP champion is also great. However, I'm not going to be putting him here because one of the best champions in the game is on here, guys. FIRROL the Barcon. He is so good. I don't have him on my account and I want this guy. He brings so much. So definitely putting this guy in here. And then for the epics, I don't really care because I have both champions. I think my Phoenix is +4 max. He's one of the best champions in the game, but I have him. Uugo, I have 2 Uugos built, and one of them is not +4, so that's why I put in Uugo. So let's go, guys. With that said, let's pull some sacreds and let's see what we can get. Let's jump in. We want this guy. We really want FIRROL. FIRROL would be amazing to get. Let's go. First Sacred. What do we get? It is a purple. It is a Burangiri. Burangiri is actually not a bad champion. He's a pretty good champion, especially for the Faction Wars hard mode these days, because he brings an AoE stun. I've been using him myself. There's some stages where you have to use an epic champion, and he is pretty good over there. Strengthen and shield is great as well, and he has a provoke. So he's also handy in some of those provoke stages for the Faction Wars hard mode. And then he has this very nice passive which helps you to do Bommel with him. I know you can't do it hard 90, but you can do all the other stages. So he's a pretty good champion. I obviously have Burangiri. Do I have him at +4? Let me quickly check that. I actually might. If I don't, then I'd be happy. Oh, okay. Could have pulled something worse. I can basically move him to +2 now, which is nice. All right. Regardless of if I can +1 or +2 an epic, I don't want that. I want FIRROL. Let's go. FIRROL and another purple. Sikara. Sikara does 3 AoEs, removing 1 random buff. I think she can be useful in one of the Curse City Heart stages, and that's pretty much no. That's the other version of her. I know there are like 3 champions who look exactly the same like this. That one is, I think it's Alika. She is a Force Affinity champion. She's decent to build in a stun set. But to be honest, she hits AoE thrice, which is always a good champion to build in a stun set for wave control. So if you're early mid game, I think she's a good champion. Otherwise, I wouldn't invest resources in her. Even in early and mid game, I would only invest resources if I don't have anything decent. And these days, you can pull great champions starting out into the game, right? For example, if you're a very brand new player, then you can use my promo code to pull in Narma, who's a pretty good clan boss champion. There are promo codes about Johanna Rock, I think. There are a lot of good promo codes out there. So what I'm trying to say is you probably are not building her. But yeah, let's continue. Hopefully next one is FIRROL. Let's go. FIRROL. Golden. No golden. We have Andalia. I believe she is one of the epics, is she not? AoE decrease attack, which is decent. Counter attacks. I face her sometimes in the one of the faction wars, I believe, that she always counter attacks, which is annoying. But because she increases the time you take to defeat the stage, but otherwise, yeah, she doesn't bring much. Is she one of the Mikage epics? Let's check. Oh, I can't check because I've fused Mikage already, but I think she is. I might be wrong there. Anyways, we want FIRROL. Let's go to the next one, and we get another purple. Yay! Enda Moonbeam. We go from Endalia into Enda Moonbeam. What does he do? Single target defense down, 3 random hits, increase duration for random debuffs. So to be honest, this part of the kit can be useful in Faction Wars hard mode because there is one stage with the restriction that you have to manipulate the debuff or buff duration. So if you don't have Mikage, for example, Mikage can do that on her A2, then he can be a decent champion to build. AoE Leech, another stage with Shadowkin, which I actually did yesterday, which is you have to put like 60 hits on champions under Leech. For that, he could be nice, but not really. I mean, I don't have him built. I did that stage using Hotatsu, who's a pretty good champion. But yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much where I would use him. All right, 5 more to go. Let's go. I want to see some gold. Ideally, I'd love to be FIRROL. Gold, and Tomb. I already have a Tomb Lord, and he's unbuilt. So Tomb Lord is a champion who was at the apex of his career when he was basically soloing the dragon when we didn't used to have hard mode and such. He's still a pretty decent champion. He brings quite a bit in his kit, a lot of poisons. That's what he's known for. But he's fallen off. He's not the best champion. But you know what I can do? Because I do have Tomb Lord, is I can fill in my Faction Guardians. Knight's Revenant, yes. There you go. Slowly creeping forward, plus 10% defense always is great. What defense champions do I have on Knight's Revenant? Let's have a very quick look. Knight's Revenant, there they are. So who will benefit from defense? Obviously, Empress will benefit. No, Empress won't because it's legendaries only. Mad Hat, not really a lot of champions. I guess Soulless will a little bit. Queen of Hearts will. There's some champions, but no one who's going to be benefiting like crazy. But then again, it's a legendary pull. I can't really complain. You know what would be great? A second legendary pull, and I hope that's FIRROL. I have to feed some champions, it looks like. So let's feed all my 1 and 2 stars. Let's do that. 8 whole points. All right, we have some space now. How many 1 or 2 stars do I have? What? Okay. It was filling up apparently. Anyways, let's go for the next 4. 2 in a row. Come on. No, it's a purple. It's Itagaur. He's one of the champions in one of the waves in Faction Wars hard mode. He's the reviver, I believe. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I remember him. He is a reviver. If you're lacking an orc reviver, then you can build him. But otherwise, no, I personally really wouldn't. We want to see gold. Let's continue. Can this be a gold? Can this be a gold? Let's go. And golden. Nope, it's not. It's a purple. It's a Phoenix. Phoenix, again, one of the hardest hitters in the game with his A1. But he also brings a block buffs, block active skills, which is great. And he brings defense down and decrease speed. Even though it's a single target, it still helps in many stages. He's one of the best champions, one of the hardest hitting champions. The fact that he's an epic means that you can easier empower him 2+4, which I have my Phoenix, and I bring him into an odd Curse City fight, or sometimes even in the faction wars hard mode, and he's a great champion. Let's continue. We want to see some gold. Come on. Purple again. Uugo. That's what I put, right? I got the champion that I put. One of the best champions in the game, obviously. And I'm not just talking epics. She's one of the best champions in the game. I obviously have her. I have 2 of her build for Hydra back in the day, but she would be great to empower. Let's continue. The last sacred shard, and we get a purple again. Unfortunately, we get Stagnite, also one of the better champions out there. Defense down, AoE, which is great if you're starting out. Decrease speed, great buff as well. I used to use him in my clan boss team, but he's a very good champion. So let's see, with 9 sacreds we should be at 4,500 points if I'm not wrong. Can I quickly see? Yes, I mean that's how math works out, right? Yeah, it's 4,500 points, so we need a few more. Let's pull some voids. What is a void champion on offer? Beatty is a great champion, great champion, and I'm lacking I'm lacking damage in my lizardman. She's not gonna allow that, but she's a pretty good champion to have. Regardless, block buffs and decrease speed on her A2, increase resistance, perfect veil, decrease the cooldown of all ally active skills, which is also amazing. She's basically a reset champion. Would be great to pull her, but let's see. And on the epic side, don't really care between these two. I mean, I can decide. I have to pick one. Okay, so let's see. Can we pull something decent? Can we pull the void Lego? I've pulled recently 2 back-to-back void Legos, so my mercy is at an all-time low. I don't track my mercy, but it's quite low. But maybe we can pull another legendary champion from the void affinity. Let's do a 10 pull, and we get, what do we get? Blue, purple, exemplar, blue, come on, gold, blue, and blue. What does exemplar do? I don't think she's exemplary. It's an enemy 2 times, weaken. Okay, nothing very good. Attacks an enemy 3 times, or attacks 3 times at random, weaken, not great. Freeze and block active skills, I guess, for some of the freeze stages, and because high elves are lacking decent freeze champions, except for, what's her name? I'm forgetting that champion. What's her name? What's the high elves freeze champion that I have been using? She's a legendary, that much I know. I'm forgetting her name. She is this gal right here. What's her name? Shiramani is the freeze champion. Otherwise, they're lacking a lot of good freeze champions, I think. Okay, so we should have gotten 200 points per void. We pulled 10. That's 2,000 points. Are we through? Lacking a little bit. We're lacking a little bit, guys. 5,700 points. We need to get to. So we need basically 400 odd points. That means we can pull 2 more void shards, and we should be golden. Let's do that. 2 more void shards. Feedy, please. Blue adamantine skeleton. I remember when I first started playing the game, I pulled this guy out of a void shard, and I was so impressed because he looks cool and he was like this purple glow coming out. I thought he was a great champion. Obviously I was wrong, but I'm happy I never built him, because I did not follow any raid guides or any YouTube or anything for the first months. I fed a seer, guys. One of the first months I started playing the game, and I regretted it. Then I took a while to pull a seer, but this was one of the champions. It looked impressive just based on his design, but he's a pretty crap champion. So 1 more to go. Let's go. Feedy. Nope, not okay, guys. I think I want to rage pull now. I want to rage pull the right. No, I really shouldn't. Void shards are dime a dozen. I should save them. I believe we are, no, my maths was wrong. Is it not 200? It's 120, I guess. 200 is for primals. Okay, so how many do we need to pull? We are around 1 shard away, or two void shards away. Okay, so we pull 2 more. We pulled 2 more, and now Feedy will be here. Feedy, come on. Blue. And we get an Arbalester. No, thank you very much. Go away. And gold. Not even purple. Tree shield not. I do not want you. Go away. Okay, that means that the summon rush points should be done here. Yes, they are. Let's collect all of these juicy rewards. There might be even sense going for the legendary tome for 400 more points, but that's not necessary. I mean, to be honest, the epic wasn't necessary either. You can stop at the rare at 3500 points. That's 7 sacred shards or any combination of other shards. But yeah, guys, that was my shard pulling session. I hope you enjoyed it. We did pull one legendary champion, which was Tomb Lord. Where are you, Tomb Lord? He should be here somewhere, no? Tomb Lord, there he is. That's a dupe for me, but it allowed me to fill in my faction guardian, so can't really complain, and he's not the worst champion out there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.